Jews are not normal. That's what you should remember this Yom Kippur. Imagine you go up to a Christian that's praying in a church on a Sunday morning and you say, excuse me, can I ask, do you believe in God? They'd say, sure. You'd say, and do you consider yourself to be religious? They'd say, yeah, absolutely. You go to a Muslim praying in a mosque, you say, excuse me, do you believe in God? He'd say, of course, especially if others are listening. And you'd say, and do you consider yourself to be religious? He'd say, yes, absolutely. You go to people of other faiths and other religions in other places of worship, you get similar responses. But then imagine you go up to your average Jew that's fasting and sitting in shul on Yom Kippur, probably looking at the clock from time to time, counting down the minutes or the hours. And you go up to them and you say, excuse me, just wanted to ask, do you believe in God? They'd say, it depends what you mean by God, it's like, there'd always be like a caveat, I'm not sure. You say, right, and do you consider yourself to be religious? They'd fall off their chair laughing. You crazy, me religious? You see what I had for breakfast yesterday morning? And you then, if you were sort of an outside observer and you were asking these questions, you would then ask a natural follow-up question, which is totally logical, which is, okay, so then why are you here on Yom Kippur fasting? And the strangest thing would happen, which is that he would then look at you as if you're the crazy one. This is not normal. Jews are not normal. And the same thing happens with Passover Seder and Brit Milah and marrying in. What is it with us where you have people who aren't, I understand if you consider yourself to be observant, but people from across the spectrum doing these things, these religious practices, even if they're not so sure they even buy into it. What is this? What is it about us? Many people look at this and they see it as a sign of hypocrisy. But actually, it's the most incredible, beautiful thing. And it's a sign of the depth of our connection to our heritage and to our relationship with God. It's almost as if it runs so deep that it almost doesn't matter what I think. It's like it transcends that. It's like, imagine you see a guy running in the street, a husband of 40 years, and you stop him, you say, what are you doing? He's like, I'm running to do the groceries for my wife, it's urgent. You say, but haven't you guys been in a spat for the last few months? You've been fighting, hardly talking to each other. He says, yes. You say, so why are you doing this? Because she's asked me to do the groceries. It's almost as if we're saying, like, well, it doesn't matter what I think about God. He needs me here on Yom Kippur. Yes, I find it annoying. I'd rather not be doing this, but ultimately there's something telling me, there's something drawing me here. And that's not normal, but it's incredible. It's a sign of the strength of our connection. And actually, given all that we've been through throughout our history, given that we actually haven't heard from the other side of our relationship from God in 3,300 years since he last spoke to us at Mount Sinai, the fact that we're still here, clinging to these aspects of what he asked of us all those years ago, there is no way that God is in any way upset with us. God is marveling at us, at his people, and the fact that we're still here, we're still going for it. So this Yom Kippur, do not go into Yom Kippur and do not leave Yom Kippur as you approach the coming year with a sense of worry about, am I going to get written in the book of life or death? You're going to get written in the book of life. Am I guilty? Do I need to plead? We are an amazing people. God is marveling at us. And the main thing that we should get out of this Yom Kippur is to think that all of his people from across the board, from all denominations, religious, secular, everything, young and old, we're all doing this. We're all going into this day, connecting to it, fasting, doing what our partner in heaven asked of us. And what we should do is just enjoy and marvel at this incredible national and personal connection and relationship that we have. We should just enjoy it and try to do what we can to savor it and enhance it. That's what we should do, because there's no way that God isn't feeling any different on the other side. Have a great fast, a meaningful fast, an easy fast, and we'll speak on the other side.